New York. Joe.
Chiefs. I'm going to wait a little bit to see if I can get the 3. Not sure if it's going to trending the other way. 2 converging trends. Number 1, Jim Harbaugh in his NFL career is 5-0 against the spread in week 1. The other trend, Super Bowl loser since 2000, 6-19 against the spread. That would be the Chiefs, Chargers plus the points. The other one, Giants plus the touchdown against the Commanders. This was 7.5, got bet down to 7. I bet by close, it's inside the key number of 7. Giants have a sneaky good defense. I don't think people realize how good it's going to be. And if Russell Wilson's playing quarterback, he's competent, right? He's not going to be great, but he's at least competent. Now, on top of that, as you know, I made no bones about this. I think Washington's overvalued. I think the O-line's got issues. I think the defense has got issues. I think this is going to be a tighter contested game than people realize. I'll take the touchdown with Big Blue.
The G-Men plus the points in week 1. Oh, baby. I like that.
Asking questions.
All right, I want to get your take on my guy, Justin Herbert. The guy is the ultimate eye test quarterback. 4 interceptions, even though a couple were off his guy's hands and his interior of his offensive line was collapsing around him. Still, bad playoff game, 0-2 in the playoffs. But I am just convinced from watching the guy play football that he's a star and he's going to do great things. Where do you come out on eye test versus actual results for the team for Justin Herbert?
I agree with you that he is as talented as they come. His ceiling is very high. My question is everything around him. I do think that Harbaugh was good for him last year. I think another season with him would be good for him. The questions are just, okay, does he, they got Mekhi Becton, but, he was really good last year with Philadelphia, which is an offensive line factory, and they work together so well. Is he going to be as effective in new surroundings? Does Justin Herbert have the wide receivers to go to enough weapons? And because the thing is, they're in this division with the Chiefs, and until somebody proves they can knock off the Chiefs, I will take them every time. So, yes, he's super talented. He gives you everything you could ask for in a quarterback, but everything around him is the big question mark.
The New England Patriots, and especially on the offensive side of the ball.
So if you're doing radio in San Diego, you're still talking to a lot of Chargers fans, even though they're in Los Angeles. I'm a huge Justin Herbert fan. I feel like he'd been let down by the franchise that hadn't really been living up to his talent. Coach Harbaugh spoke to that earlier in the week. He's followed a Peyton Manning track. Similar win-loss records, similar touchdown numbers, no playoff wins in his first 5 years. Peyton broke out. He got Dungy in year 5, breaks out in year 6, is co-MVP, and is in the AFC Championship game. I think he's on that trajectory also. What of the struggles, I guess, of Justin Herbert have you put on Justin Herbert to this point in his career?
Self-preservation. It is really difficult to teach this to a competitor, but Justin Herbert needs to know when the battle's lost. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, especially in a sport as competitive as football, but he has to understand when a play is dead, when it's time to fall on your sword and take the sack. There are smart sacks to take. There are good opportunities to get rid of the football. Not every play needs to turn into a dynamic first down or an effort at a first down or an effort at a touchdown. Sometimes the smart choice is to play chess, not checkers. Look, I get it. King me is fun. But you know what's more fun? Trapping, the king with knight at E, acting himself in games. So, yeah, look, he hasn't been surrounded by the best talent, the best coaching, the best skill at times, certain football games without Justin Herbert in the huddle. So he needs to start taking care of himself better.
So
great, Glenn.
Hey, listen, I just had a suggestion and a request. I'm going to give you the request first so I don't choke on this. The Harbaugh mannequin. Can we upgrade him to Charger gear this year? Because I really believe we're going to go to the AFC Championship, unfortunately to lose to the Bills, but we are going places this year. And I think you guys should use Jack Link Sausage as your sponsor for the Jack-Off, because whether you realize it or not, this Jack-Off's going to be huge.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Glenn. We appreciate that. If the Chargers go to the AFC title game, then we'll change the Jim Harbaugh Michigan mannequin.
Michigan man.
Yeah. Do you think we're safe keeping the Jim Harbaugh Michigan mannequin?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
The Chargers? AFC title game?
Okay, I'm not buying in. I can't do it anymore. I did it too long. Too many years, I can't do it. Even if they get there, I'd be like, great. It's just like Arizona basketball. If they make the Final Four, then I'll go, okay, hey, I'll eat my words here. Yes, Paul?
I think you're making a horrible mistake. You've been on the Chargers since I've known you.
I know.
And they were 11-6 last year. They added two great running backs. Harbaugh always wins.
I know.
They went from 5-12 to 11-6 with the same basic roster.
I know.
I am all in on the Chargers.
All in. All in.
Yes.
All in.
All in.
All in.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
but what's that mean?
I would bet that
here's the bet for you.
I'll bet that they win a playoff game.
Okay.
All in-ish.
That's not AFC title game.
Let me consider it. Give me one.
Okay. Look, Harbaugh has a formula. I mean, that he knows what the recipe is. No matter where he is, he tries to incorporate the same recipe. They're a running team, defense, and Justin Herbert, we need you to be magical. You don't have to be Superman. You can be Clark Kent. This is what Daniel Jeremiah, this former scout, said yesterday on the show. You can be Clark Kent, but occasionally be Superman. That's all you need. I think he joins us on the program tomorrow, Justin Herbert. Right, Todd?
Correct.
Thank you, Todd. Yes, Paul?
Chargers outscored their opponents last year by 101 points. The Chiefs outscored their opponents by 59. Just to give a little comparison, they won their last three. The Chargers are poised.
Felt good about it overall.
But then they had the playoff game.
Got the win.
That always gets in the way for
Yeah, it does. That damn playoff.
If they could jump from Week 17 to the Super Bowl,
yes,
it would help everybody.
Is Phillip Rivers going to join us, Todd?
Yeah, it's a big Chargers day tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You got to be all in.
All right, let's get LaDainian Tomlinson, Dan Fouts.
I would round it out.
Natron Means, come on. All right.
Chuck Muncie.
The glasses.
Chuck Muncie with the glasses.
Stan Humphries, come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Lionel Little Train James. I'm going deep cut.
Ron Yeri.
Yeah, I mean, every place
number
is
one
different.
overall pick, I think.
Every coaching staff
How about we
is
take a
different,
break?
every team is different.
And our play of the day is up
It's been fun
next.
to be here. I've really enjoyed it. Like just the joy that guys around the building have, the joy the coaching staff has. Coach
Jim
Day and
Harbaugh.
Justin are a huge part of it as well.
That's according to DraftKings.
Every place is different.
Sneaking a couple of phone calls in here. John in North Carolina. Good morning, John. What's on your mind today?
And I've enjoyed being here.
Good morning. I was calling in about the Chargers update and all that we're talking about. A long-time listener, by the way, very big fan of you since ESPN. But I don't know if anybody has checked, but the stats between Herbert and Peyton Manning's first 5 years are very similar. And if anybody, I'm sure Fritzy or Paulie or anybody can look it up, but the second year that Peyton Manning ended up with Tony Dungy, they were in the AFC Championship game. This is his second year with Jim Harbaugh. I'm hoping that they end up in the playoffs.
All right. We like Justin Herbert. We like Jim Harbaugh. I mean, it'd be a great story.
He's been a guy that's made plays.
Those Colts teams, though, when Dungy was there, that defense.
Coach Sanjay does a great job. He's one of the best.
When you had Dwight Freeney,
just about how hard he coaches.
Robert
Mathis. I mean, those bookends.
To be able to work with those
but
guys.
you had receivers there. You had a tight end there. Dallas Clark was there. You got edge running. I don't know if they were all there at that time, but it kind of hit at the right time because they had a talented roster in Indianapolis.
My goal was to
not this year, though. Yes, Marvin.
That front office may have been as good during that run as anybody. Drafting Dallas Clark, a guy that injuries took away his career, Bob Sanders.
Yeah.
He was going to be up there, maybe not Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, but he was second tier. He was Defensive Player of the Year at one point in the league.
Yeah, he played bigger than he was, and it caught up to him. His body just didn't stand up to that. But, yeah, Colts, that was a talented roster. Yeah. That was one of those where you're kind of looking at the Patriots and you're looking at the Colts. Colts couldn't get back, past them. But, that was a New England team that led with their defense.
Yeah,
and that was a great defensive team. All three levels, they were a great defensive team.
Like I said, he's been
and won Super Bowls because of that defense. All right, we'll take a break. More phone calls coming up. Ian Rappaport, NFL Network insider. He'll stop by right